Hold on, it's not happening yet.
Says it's live.
It's live. We're live. Is
We're
it?
live. I think so.
It's happening. Oh, wow. Yay.
Oh, you
Okay.
did it.
Okay, cool. Yay. So, hi, everyone. This is Maya from Inspired Life. But if you're on my page, you already know that. But I would like to welcome Hayley, my good friend Hayley, to join my
Hello.
live today. It's so exciting. We're popping in, we're surprising you all because we wanted to share with you something really cool. We are really planning something really exciting for 2021, and we would like to share a little bit more about it. So, yeah, Hayley, first of all, I am so glad to have you here because you are, like me, a soul-centered CEO, and I wanted to kind of talk about it and what it means, what this means to you, and why have you created this amazing collective?
Yeah, you're so sweet. Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure. And since we can't be together in real life, this little video thing is a pretty good substitute. So it's exciting to talk about this because this I feel like is where you and I connected when we first met a few years ago around this idea of making more money, like abundance, right? And expanding into new levels of receiving money in order to give more, right? And I think we both have that heart for service and that desire to really make an impact and leave a legacy. And when I think about what it means to be a soul centered CEO, it feels to me like that's the truth. The truth is that we want to allow ourselves to serve in a bigger way, to expand into different higher levels of abundance, make those millions so that together we can give millions. And that really is the essence of what we're creating in the collective, is the opportunity for more of us to do that and to do it together, right?
Yeah, I think that's really something important because I mean, we start this business, our businesses, because we love it. We want to support humanity in some way. We have this, passion for what we want to create. But oftentimes, as an entrepreneur, as you might, of course, know, and anyone who has a business, you feel alone in it, and because there's no boss, so it's all on you, and it can be quite stressful. And that's why a few years ago I realized the power of a mastermind, of power of the collective, of having that connection with other people. Because if you're not surrounded with people who are thriving and growing and willing to, have connect with their vision and really do the work from that space, heart space, then it's harder. I mean, I don't know about you, but for me, I've been surrounded with a lot of non-believers for the most part. And it was really like, fighting all the time against everyone's fears, and I'm just like, I got this, come on. It's just
Yeah.
like, it's so hard sometimes to, do it on your own. And I personally love collaborations. I love, doing shout outs, and it's really true. You can really grow faster
Yeah.
um, when you're growing together. And yeah, I totally agree. One thing that really hit me when I did a lot of money mindset things, master classes and courses and all of that. And one of the things that stood out to me, like, right, if I had more money, I could actually help the world.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
isn't that the point? Like,
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you like, when there were fires in Australia, I could have, donated to help support, build, or the animal world, of course,
Right.
because we're both passionate about it. But
Yeah.
in this kind of situations, so that's the thing. Let's talk about the importance of the vision, of the, like,
Yeah.
what is the big vision, really,
Right. Yeah. And I think what you touched on is around what I'm calling kind of this new way of doing business. The truth is we don't have to do it alone. And like you said, as entrepreneurs, a lot of times we're isolated and we don't have those people that can cheer for us, who believe in us. And it is extraordinary the difference in our success, in our expansion, when we have people that are kind of that are on our team and believe in what we're doing and can help us hold the vision and also lift it, right? Because it does take a lot to create amazing things in the world. And it's so much easier when we do it together. My philosophy is that when one of us rises, we all rise. And so the more of us that can come together in this kind of collaborative way, um, the ability for us to grow and expand is exponential. And like you said, it's so much faster when we don't try to do it alone. So in essence, the vision of the collective is that we are bringing together these kind of heart-led and soul-centered entrepreneurs, business leaders that have a big vision. They've already got a business in place. This is not really for the brand new getting started kind of folks. This is more like you're almost at that six figures, or you're there, or you're past that and you're scaling. Those are kind of the folks that are being called and drawn into this collective. And essentially, it is a beautiful community of people that you're going to get to know intimately, deeply, build relationship with. Because again, to me, especially since in these days of the world that we're in, we don't have the opportunity to spend time at conferences or events or retreats where normally we'd have the opportunity to have these more in-depth conversations and understanding. Like, you could share, what are your dreams? Like, what are you creating, Maya? How can I help you make your magic happen in the world? And so essentially that is what I believe this collective is about. It's filling in the gap where the world is not allowing us to be together right now. And also trusting that when we do come together and support each other and share each other's brilliance and each other's work, we know that our blessings are coming, our expansion is also coming, because we're all doing it together as a collective. So that's the immediate intention. And to me as well, it's also a longer term vision where, again, as we expand our businesses to that seven figures and beyond, that together as a collective, we'd give $1 million a year at minimum, if not more. And I see this as a long-term vision. It's not just 2021. I really feel like this is going to be something that allows us to amplify our impact and our revenue and our legacy for maybe even a decade, like longer term. So it's super exciting, and obviously super fabulous to have amazing people like you that are already like, this feels like such a yes. Like, I want to be part of something. I don't want to do it by myself anymore. So yeah, that's kind of the longer term where I see it going, and the possibilities of it when we come together in this way.
That's amazing. You already, I think, mentioned on the page of some causes you'd like to support. Is it
Yes.
something that is included?
Yeah, so there are a few organizations that we've kind of like that really feel aligned with the vision and the mission, right? So for me, I think of it in a two-part strategy. There's a longer term giving and strategy, and then a shorter term. So, for example, I feel like building schools that everyone should have access to go to school. So, schools is a very important long term strategy. Same with clean water. So, we've partnered with someone that really is focused just on making sure that globally there's clean water available. And then the other one is around microloans for women. Because as you know, when women are empowered and given funding, there's an extraordinary amount of, of, of beauty, of blessing, and amazing things come out of it when women are able to start businesses. So supporting microloans for women, those three are like long-term strategies. And then, like you mentioned earlier, we also have a partner that does, like what you said, the boots on the ground, humanitarian crisis. There's a fire, there's koalas, like we need to save the koalas, like things like that are more immediate. So if that makes sense, those are kind of the two paths for the giving. Obviously, we also know that people are going to already have their own initiatives or things that are dear to their hearts. Like, I know you have some very specific things that you give to already. So essentially, we want to create opportunities for you to continue that, or give to the programs that we're supporting, but also bring all that information back together so that way we can track it and we know where we are in our goal for that $1 million giving. So it's essentially an opportunity to either expand what you're already doing or come alongside and support these projects that we're working on as well.
I love that. And I love that there are like systems in place already. And yeah, totally agree. You know, there should be like one part for the immediate crisis.
Yeah.
Like in Zagreb, in my hometown, you know, we had a massive earthquake and we still have buildings that are torn. Nobody fixed them. Like people had to move out, you know. So I mean, it would have been amazing to be in a position to give to people, you know, because you know oftentimes you have to invest in reconstructing your homes now. Even
Right.
here, you know, in my place here in Zagreb, you know, I still have some stuff to take care of, you know. So
Yeah.
it's a wonderful thing. And that's the thing, like I often see, you know, posts like money doesn't buy happiness, or you know, you either happy or have money. I was like, what's the deal with that? Like it's,
Right.
yeah, you can buy me happiness because I'm going to be giving it and making someone else's life better. That's
Right.
the happiness. And
Right.
if I have the resources to do it, that makes me, you know, I'm able to serve without, you know, pressure or stressing out about money, you know. So it's like I just think that it's the point of having those resources in the right hands of people who are heart-centered, who are have integrity, who want to make a difference in the world. And when you have more, you can make a bigger impact. That's all it is, really. Money is just energy, and
Exactly.
has nothing to do with happiness or not happiness. Happiness is within. It's like
Right.
a whole different level. But
Yeah.
money is the resource that we use here on Earth in the earthly plane. So
Exactly.
might as well just, you know, make a difference with it, you know.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
What I
Yes.
love about it. Yeah. I wanted to ask you, so let's say that if someone wants to join the collective, what are they receiving? Because I know we are officially starting in January, but there's some goodies that are coming up
Yeah.
also in December.
Yes. 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 So, what I'd love to share is like the elements of the collective, so that way people understand like what would I be signing up for if I decided to join, right? So essentially, there's a few components that are super important. One is the $1 million roundtable. And this is where those 7-figure business earners will be coming to share their wisdom, their expertise, answer questions, right? Like literally you would be able to ask your $1 million questions, you know, to these folks that have already done it, right? So we want to learn from them. We want to glean their knowledge, their wisdom, and then take action. And so they'll be giving us very specific actionable steps that we'll be able to do in order to make our journey easier, right? And so one of the things that I'm excited about is that people will have the access to them once a month for the entire year of the collective. So that's a super exciting part. The next part is really around a more small group, intimate feel. So you would be matched with, you know, 4 to 6 other entrepreneurs or members in the collective that you'll have your small group mastermind with, which is super
Amazing.
fun. Yeah.
So it's
So
definitely more than a mastermind. You have a mastermind, but you have like the expanded version. So
exactly.
it's a lot
Yeah.
more than a mastermind.
Yeah. So you have the intimacy, the small group feel, but you also have the broader collective because, you know, think about that. Then you're expanding your marketing team by, you know, the numbers of people that we have in there, right? So it's like this much more expansive opportunity for exposure and for collaboration and opportunities and invitations for a partnership. So
So
um
great. I
yeah,
love partnerships and collaborations, you know, because
yeah,
it's so much nicer. Because that way you can, you know, if you're working like we are now, for example, you know, my people can get to know you because I love your work, and why not? And then, you know, if I have something you can share with your audience, it's like
right.
a win-win.
It
So it's
really
amazing.
is. Yeah, it's beautiful. The other piece, and this is where I really feel like it's so aligned with what you have created in your own business and the work that you're doing in the world, is around really the frequency and the vibration of money and allowing ourselves to receive it and being able to hold it and keep it. you know. What do they say with the people in the lottery? It's like within a certain number of months, they've gone right back to their pre-lottery stage because they weren't able to hold the frequency and the vibration they needed to in order to keep the abundance going. And so really some intentional focus around that kind of the work, the energetics and that piece that you really need to be able to be at a level where you can bring it in and then allow it to stay as well. So there's going to be some work around that. And then the fourth piece is probably one of my favorite parts because obviously I love connection and building community and relationships. And so each month there will also be what is called the CEO Supper Club. That is a very intentional kind of a dinner party style. Like pretend like you're sitting around the table with extraordinary humans and having dinner and wine and beautiful conversations. Obviously, when those aren't available in real life, we're recreating the feeling and the vibe and the ability to deeply connect in a way that maybe is not available for most people right now. So that's kind of the elements of the collective. And but what you mentioned before is the to ramp up and get people ready for January, right? So one of the things that everyone will get, every member, is a $1 million money mapping session with me where we sit down one-on-one and we plan out what is your $1 million business plan, right? We analyze their streams of revenue, what they have right now. We look and backtrack and go, okay, if you need to make this $1 million, how much needs to come from each source? What do we need to do to expand those revenue streams? What new product or new service could you create in order to really make sure that you feel confident that in a matter of time, hopefully in a 12-month period, we could get you to where you need to be in that way. So that's kind of what's happening in the space between. So that way people can be prepared and really hit 2021 with a solid strategy and a solid plan. So it's really the strategy, the energetics, the connection, the community, and the container in order to help as many of us expand to that 7 figures and beyond as quickly as possible. So super exciting.
So exciting. I love it. I love that it's so expansive. It feels but very intentional, and we all have the same goal, and it's very clear. So it's like it's very clear who the people will be in the collective. So I love it that it really feels it feels like it's a good energy to be around with.
Right. Well, and that's what, I listened to someone speak the other day and they said, whatever that quote is, like you become the 5 people you spend the most time with, right? Well, if you want to be a millionaire, you need to spend time with people that are on the path or already making millions. Like if you want to be a philanthropist, you need to spend time with people that are giving and creating legacies of service, right? And so I feel like, again, this isn't going to be for everyone. And we know that because not everyone is either in that space where they're ready or they're willing or available. But for those that feel called to this, man, I think it's going to be just an incredible and powerful container and opportunity for growth, expansion, giving, service, and community that we all need.
Yeah, definitely. And I know that one level also includes, hopefully, if we're managed to travel, a wonderful experience that you're organizing.
Yes.
If you don't know, but Hayley actually organized these magical events in beautiful locations. I'm just like, I hope we can travel next year.
Yeah, that's my favorite part, obviously, and that's exclusively what I've been doing the last several years is just really creating these beautiful opportunities to gather in real life, heart to heart, belly to belly. So yes, there is a VIP option for those that feel called. It's a smaller group within the collective, but spaces are limited on that. But essentially, it's a beautiful in-person experience. Right now, we're slated to be in Greece on one of the beautiful islands. So that's going to be amazing. Renting out all the villas for a 4-night, 5-day beautiful experience. So that way you can be in real life with the people that you've been in this relationship in this container with for the years. So yeah, that's going to be a beautiful experience as well. There are a couple of other fun parts about being a VIP, of course, right? So
Of course.
extra perks and benefits. So that's super exciting. But yes, so there's really those two options of virtual only membership, if you will, and then the VIP option, which would give you everything that I mentioned around the $1 Million Roundtable, the money map, the supper clubs, and also the in-person experience in addition. So yeah, super fun.
Yeah. And all of it is quite affordable when you look at it. I really love that you priced it so reasonable. I mean, reasonable for many people. I think even
Yeah.
more people who are even, striving to get to their six figures can still afford it. It's quite amazing. I actually posted the link below in the comments in case anyone wants to check it out. And if you have any questions, please let us know.
Yes.
Yeah, is there anything else we should add? I don't know.
I would just say if you feel the call, like if anyone's listening and feels like this is just feels like a yes, 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 obviously reach out to Maya, reach
Yeah.
out to me, let me know if you have questions. The registration for 2021's collective ends on Monday. So the registration will be closing on the end of the day, Monday.
Oh
But
no, we have to hurry, guys.
I know. So the time is of the essence. So it does feel like a yes, just jump right in.
Jump on it.
Yeah, get in there. And to your point, yes, it is. I feel very affordably priced for what we're providing. This is going to be the 2020 pricing. It'll probably bump a little in 2021. So, which is also why we're trying to make sure people know about it before that price goes up. But really, the intention behind that is that we want people to be able to come in and receive the benefit and the blessing of the container, but also have money to give back, right? So we want more people giving more. I didn't want it to be a $20,000 mastermind and then you not have the money to give, right? I would rather it be what it is, and that way you have more space for all of us to be able to donate more in the year. So that's the intention behind that.
Yeah, and I really love it. If you're a business owner, I listened. I don't know if you know Tash Corbin, and she had this podcast. Like, as a business owner, these are the three things you need. You need like a business coach, you need a mastermind, and you need, I don't know, probably someone like a mindset. So I actually did that, and I was like, yes, it's actually important. You need someone to guide you through the business. You need a mastermind because you're surrounded with other entrepreneurs, and then you can really get all of the insights, feel like you're not alone in it. It really makes a difference. And what I love about it in this collective, that you get one-on-one time and you get all of these other perks. So you have the mastermind, you have more than a mastermind. And so if you're a business owner, if you don't have a business coach, I don't know what to say. Get one. Because seriously, it's really harder to do it alone. I don't know. I always have a coach. For me, that's like essential. Like, especially if you're a coach without a coach, to me, that's like ridiculous. Like, seriously. So you have to have that in place. I mean, for success, I mean. And what I love about it, I also am sharing my 5-week abundance course, Activate the Flow of Abundance, my baby, where you get a bunch of energetic downloads, and we're clearing over 150 limiting beliefs around money, prosperity, and self-worth. It's all about that limiting beliefs, as you said. This lottery people, the winners, if you're not ready to hold that container, it will just slip away. So if you're constantly losing money, then you need to work on those subconscious beliefs. So this is what this course is about. I share my 5-step process, and you get all the energetic and practical steps as well. So everyone who signs through my affiliate link, which is below in the comments, will get not only the mastermind, but will also get my amazing course. So
that's what a beautiful blessing and bonus. What a special bonus for people that come in. That's wonderful. So excited.
Help you kind of align with abundance more. And I love that you do also energetic work, and I love your healing work as well. So it's amazing to have your guidance as well. So it's an amazing opportunity, you guys. I don't know what to say. You better check it out. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know, and we're here for you guys. And yeah, that's kind of it for today.
It's wonderful. And thank you so much, Maya, for, first of all, for having me today, but also for just being on the journey and providing just so much support and encouragement. Because what we're seeing right now is this happening in real time, right? The whole intention of the collective is to be able to create these partnerships and and you're showing up for me in such a beautiful way because you believe in this vision, and
Mm,
we want more people to have that feeling of support and
so
connection and
important.
community. So thank you so much for being part of this journey with me. It's such an honor to have you.
Of course, happy to. It's an amazing project. I really love the energy of it and every part of it. And it's definitely, I'm on that journey, as you know. So definitely excited to be a part of it and support you in any way.
Wonderful.
I love supporting anything I believe in and people I believe in. So,
Yeah.
yay!
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. See you.